What's up, everyone? This is Isaac from Hunger Smash Fitness. Want to do a video today on protein. So I mentioned in my last video that one of the ways that you can help encourage weight loss is by doing a protein shake before a meal, about 10 minutes before a meal, so that hopefully that satiety sets in sooner, and so then you're going to be at lower risk of overeating. Obviously, there's still some self-control that plays into that, but you'll feel fuller when you're eating. So that brings up the question, though, of what exactly is a good protein. So out of all the proteins, whey protein is unmatched in basically all regards. Most other proteins will be lacking in some components. Whey is the only really solidly complete protein. Some of the meat-based proteins are also really, they're complete as well, but whey has been around the longest, I feel like, and usually you can find really good deals on whey protein, whereas with a lot of the pea protein and broccoli and all that sort of stuff, you're not going to get a complete protein, and then it's also more expensive, so you'll have to supplement it with some other amino acids because they will be lacking. So whey, in my opinion, is definitely the most solid, most well-rounded protein. It's the complete protein. You can get whey protein in two forms. You can get it in concentrate or isolate. Concentrate is going to be cheaper, and concentrate just means that it has a lot of the protein in it, but it has more carbs and fats than the isolate. So some of the benefits of the isolate protein, though, is especially if you're lactose intolerant, the concentrate may trigger that. Whereas typically, because of how processed the isolate is, it won't trigger your lactose intolerance. So some of the benefits of the isolate would be that. Also, some of the other benefits is isolate, you're not going to be having really any carbs or fats in it. You'll still have some trace amounts, but they've processed it down to the point where it's purely protein. So that's a benefit. If you're preparing for a bodybuilding show or something like that, or you're really trying to calculate all of your macros and everything else, isolate can make that much easier because you're controlling that factor. You're controlling just the protein. However, I usually go with a concentrate. For me, it's cheaper. I'm not as worried about all the other fats and carbs that are with it, and I'm supplementing mostly the protein, but I'm not as worried about the others. And then also, a lot of the time when I do a protein shake, such as after a workout or something like that, I like to make my own concoction of a protein shake sometimes. So if I'm feeling hungry for it or something, I'll take the blender and put some oatmeal, peanut butter, blueberries, whatever else, and I kind of mix it up and make more of a meal with it. You can do that with either of them. I like to use the concentrate primarily because it's cheaper and because I'm not as worried about all the other stuff that's in it. Again, like I said, if you're lactose intolerant, isolate is probably going to be the way to go for you. So in short, those are the two main proteins: concentrate, isolate. Really the only difference is carbs and fats that are in it, whether they're in it or they're not. Other than that, they're very similar. As far as a lot of the other proteins go, soy-based protein and peanut protein and stuff like that, a lot of them are lacking other amino acids. And so I've looked up a lot of them, and I've just kind of learned to stay away from them. I feel like if you can do the whey, you might as well just do whey protein because it's going to be complete. You're not going to have to try and supplement with anything else to compensate for it. So anyways, that's it for today. Just a short video on protein. I hope you all are doing well, and I hope you find this informative. So just remember to always improve that 1%. Thanks.